Hello, friends. Good morning. Today we are going to talk about an important topic called kinds of love. You might have heard about different types of love, but what is this different kinds of love all about? You may be thinking that love is only one thing, but we never thought about there can be so many kinds of love existing. Yes, this is very important to know whenever you are entering into a relationship. That is a critical criteria or a factor to measure whether the other person is really in your love or it's a pseudo love. So you need to judge, guys, because this is most important factor while dealing with the relationships of the life. So what is this pseudo love all about? See, whenever you are in a teenage and you are entering a college and you meet various classmates and they get interacted with you in various occasions, in a project work or during the college campus activities or any shows, what will happen is that there is a continuous interaction between the you and the other person. At this time, there can be an infatuation which may be developed between you people. So this is only less fulfilling criteria, and most of the times, I'm just telling that it is not always, but most of the time, more than 95% of the times, it is less fulfilling criteria, and the other person likes only the outer aspects of you, and you also like the outer aspects of the boy. So at this time you should understand that this is going to be lead to a situation where you will be lived with a painful trauma situation. Okay, because most of the time the probability of getting you in a trouble is more, and you'll be stepping up into an area where you feel yourself fall yourself in a pitch which is filled with anxiety, stress, distress, anger, resentment. So all these things are going to happen because you taking a wrong step and falling into a relationship with a boy or a girl, wherein there is a no strong base of your relationship. Such kind of love, which is only formed to fulfill the bodily desires and only formed based on the outer aspects of your personality and background, is called as pseudo love. So this is a kind of a deceit, and you are subjecting yourself to a deceit, and this is not going to give you any kind of a healthy situation wherein you lead a happy life further. So this is the first kind of love. It is called as pseudo love. And the second kind of love is what I am talking about, is called as a compulsive love. So compulsive love is, your parents are looking for a match for you, and okay, you came into an age when your parents are searching for a match. So what happens in a marriage is that you look at the various aspects of the girl, and the girl looks at the various aspects of the boy, like, qualification criteria, the university, the family background, their money, and their investments, their bank balances, their social status. All these things are taken into consideration. They also see the beauty of the girl, okay, and also see that how many people, siblings are there in the girl, and how effective and how popular they are in the society. So when a thing called marriage happens, what will happen is that these all factors are taken into consideration, and even a girl looks at these factors and even a boy look at these factors. So what will happen, moreover, most of the times in a marriage kind of a relationship, which is completely a business deal, so in this case you don't love actually the boy, and neither the the girl girl does not love a boy, or neither a boy loves a girl. So what they fall in love with in a compulsion. Okay, so they think that, in a compulsion wherein they love only the attributes of the boy, and the boy likes the attributes of the girl. So there is no such thing called a real love, and it is like a business deal or a contract wherein the people like the attributes of the other person, and they like the rules and regulations of the contract, and they enter into a relationship. So what will happen in such kind of a relationship? See, when the contracts rules of the contract break, and once you do not find any emotional stability, when the beauty comes down, when the money comes down, what will happen is that these agreements, the attributes of the persons will come down in both sides. You see that there is a situation, a grave situation, wherein there is an alteration in their all the attributes. Slowly what will happen, this love will decrease, and you get adapted to the girl very easily, because and the mind gives an adaptation to this girl, and you become used to the girl, and the girl becomes used to the boy, and this used to behavior will give, you do not take the presence of the boy or a girl into your life, and whatever the attributes are there now, they are not the reasons for you to love, because they also disappear over a period of time. So this is also kind of a, in a marriage relationship, this kind of a deceit is also happening, where people are not really looking at the inner aspects of the girl or the character traits of the girl which they have to look in order to enter into a marriage relationship. The character traits of the girl are generally not discussed, and only the outer aspects like finance and job and family background, all these things are being discussed, but the character traits are ignored. So what is happening here is that these people also do not get connected. Even they talk also with each other for a period of time. This is also need fulfilling or desire fulfilling, lust fulfilling criteria. So yes, you may talk, is this not, marriage is one thing which is very sacred. Yes, the marriage is a very sacred relationship and at a very sacred institution. But this institution, the value of this institution has been broken by the people and it has just become a business. But who is responsible for making this marriage such a low institution? Where it was a powerful institution in initial days, but currently it is not such. It is not like that. This marriage institution, which is based on the weak ideas, will break faster. So now you have to decide whether to enter into a married relationship or not, which is based on the weak guidelines. So third kind of relationship is, now what I'm talking about is very enthusiastic, very exciting, wherein everybody want to enter such kind of relationship. Because the Shastras also say that, you enter a relationship in order to achieve something. The purpose of entering into any person's life in a loving relationship, the purpose is that, we need to realize the God. This is only purpose of the God. So this is called a divine kind of a love, wherein, you enter into a relationship without any your own knowing. Nature arranges this kind of a relationship when you are seeking the ultimate truth of life. When you are seeking liberation and we are seeking the ultimate, you want to know the ultimate truth of life, God will give you an offering, okay? He'll send you a person into your life who will basically meet as a person, but he is a divine soul. And this divine soul will elevate the divinity within you. In such relationship, what will happen is that, you offer both bodies as an offering to make a unison, a communion. What will happen is that in such relationships, your ego will dissolve. In a marriage relationship, what is happening is two egos will come and these both egos will fight with each other all the time. But in a relationship, in a divine relationship, what is happening is the ego of the girl and the ego of the boy is dissolving. They become empty from inside and they mingle with each other at a higher eternal level. So this unison of these people, this communion of these people which I'm talking about will lead to God realization. So such kind of love which will lead to God realization, and it is all such kind of love which is called a refreshing relationship. You'll be always freshened up with while talking with her. She will be always freshened up, and every time it is a new relationship with you. This is ageless. Even you reach the age of 60 or 70 or 80, this is a kind of ageless relationship, a timeless relationship, and a relationship without any boundaries. And when you enter such relationship, when you are into the company of such a person or a girl or a boy, what will happen is that you have these experiences of thoughtlessness, egolessness, and timelessness. This is what actually is required for any person to have such relationships, because all other relationships which are based on the expectation cannot really satisfy you, and all other relationships which are based on the conditions really cannot elevate you. All other relationships which are based on agreements cannot actually give you the happiness on a continuous basis. But this is what I'm talking is called divine eternal love, where there is a continuous flow of joy in your life. Whenever you chat, whenever you discuss, you always try to connect with the Supreme Self. So this is the purpose of such relationships. But when you have defined such a purpose for yourself in your life, you attract such people in your life. You attract such female in your life. You attract such boy in your life. And that such relationships are elevating. So think once, what is the purpose of life? Why am I entering into a marriage? Marriage has now become like a social identity and a social compulsion. Think twice. Do I have to enter the social compulsion? Do I have to raise children? Do I have to sacrifice my entire life for my children, my husband, everything? And the husband has to sacrifice his entire life, wherein he is unable to appreciate the beauty of the life, and he is actually forced to see the life with the views of his family, and he is he's forced to do the job out of compulsion in order to take care of the needs of the family, and he has no definite life for himself. These all things one has to take into consideration, while entering a relationship called marriage. And now you have to think what you want in life. You want divine love, you want something called pseudo love, or you want to have a compulsive love. All these things are in your hand. You are the seeker of the love, and you have all the decision making criteria. to choose what you want to have in your life. So yad bhavam tad bhavati. What you will think, that will manifest, says Bhagavad Gita. So let us talk about such good talks about life in my upcoming videos. This was the most wonderful video, and this has to be heard again and again in order to understand what are the different kinds of love and which one I have to choose. So make a choice, make a wise decision. See you once again in my next video, guys. This is Umakant, your life coach and spiritual mentor. Bye, friends.